Charlie's Tale, a breakfast odyssey at Stewart's. So there I was, bright and early, dragging my lovely girlfriend Samantha to Stewart's in Lake Ozark for what I thought would be a flavor-packed breakfast adventure. Boy, was I in for a surprise. Let's start with the menu, a real testament to Stewart's commitment to quality. I mean, when they offer you shredded cheddar, you know you're in for something special. It's like they're saying, who needs spell check when you've got charm, right? And charm they had, in buckets, along with a distinct lack of any discernible flavor in their food. I went for the chili slinger, priced at a cool $9.49. It sounded like a deal, especially when it promised grilled hash browns topped with 2 eggs, a mountain of that special cheddar, and their homemade chili. Oh, and let's not forget the toast, which I upgraded to a pancake for just $1 more because, hey, why not live a little? The service was top-notch, I'll give them that. The hostess and our waitress couldn't have been nicer, creating a great atmosphere that almost made you forget you were about to eat at the flavor equivalent of a blank canvas. Now, on to the food. The presentation? Spot on. It looked like a feast fit for a king who had lost all his taste buds in a tragic accident. The homemade chili was a bold culinary statement, kind of like, who needs spices when you've got beans? It was an experience, chewing on something that made you wonder if flavor was just a social construct. The eggs were, well, they were eggs. Hard to mess those up, but also hard to make them stand out in a dish that was desperately crying out for just a hint of seasoning. The hash browns had the unique distinction of being more flavorful in their raw state than after whatever process they went through to end up on my plate. And that pancake. Oh, that pancake. Paying an extra $1 for it felt like entering a culinary lottery. And let me tell you, I did not win. The texture was something I'd never experienced before, and hope never to again. It was a gumminess that made you miss the complexity of, well, water. Samantha's meal was much the same, and considering she's so sweet she could make my unsweetened tea taste like it came from a candy factory, that's saying something. Now for Stewart's rating, a solid 2 turdyseys. The only reason it didn't plummet to a 1 turdyssey is thanks to the amazing staff who, let's be honest, deserve better than the flavorless black hole they're serving from. The place has charm, but when it comes to the food, let's just say it makes cardboard seem like a flavor explosion. Bon appetit. In summary, if you ever find yourself at Lake Ozark and think, hey, I could go for a breakfast where the main flavor is disappointment, Stewart's is your spot. It's a place that teaches you to appreciate the little things in life, like the taste of plain water or the joy of experiencing anything with flavor after you leave. So hats off to Stewart's. You've really got something unique going on there. A culinary experience so devoid of flavor, it's almost an art form. Let me tell you, after that flavor odyssey at Stewart's, you'd think I'd be done, right? Wrong. I'm all about second chances. Maybe, just maybe, by the time Samantha and I mosey on back, they'll have stumbled upon the culinary goldmine that is salt and pepper. Heck, I'd settle for a saltine cracker at this point. Just something to indicate the presence of flavor in the kitchen. Now don't get me wrong. Despite the culinary misadventures, Samantha and I are suckers for a good story. And let's be real, Stewart's gave us just that. So, we've decided to embark on a grand side adventure, diving fork first into the world of restaurant reviews, food truck escapades, and the occasional vacation and hotel critique. We're calling it Couples Turdyseys, because let's face it, you've got to wade through a lot of manure to find the roses. So keep your eyes peeled and your taste buds ready for redemption. We'll be your culinary crusaders, your gastronomic guides through the good, the bad, and the downright tasteless. And who knows? Maybe our next stop will uncover the holy grail of seasoning. Or at the very least, a meal that doesn't taste like it was prepared in a flavor vacuum. Until then, remember, every meal is an adventure, some just more bland than others. This is Charlie signing off from Charlie's Culinary Conquests. Stay hungry, my friends, and always keep a salt shaker handy.